This Monday night, we're sending you back to the podcast.
Oh, jeez, hey.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Josh Delgado. We have a guest host today, Emcee Square, Renee. He's kind of already been part of the podcast. He's did the opening music, the Back to the Future opening music, and he's on the outro music. Go ahead, Renee, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Emcee Square. You can get my music wherever music is streaming. Check it out right there. iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, all that.
So I've been making Renee's music videos for the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah, about 20 years, man.
Yeah. Kind of already part of the podcast since you have the music on here. So
yeah, man, I love the show. Today
we got a lot of DC stuff to talk about. I know you're more Marvel, but
yeah.
It's basically, I got a lot of stuff here. I'm a little sick. I'm going to power through. It's basically Snyderverse versus James Gunn. So we're
cool.
So we're gonna go piece by piece of what I got so far. It's been dropping all freaking day.
All right.
We're gonna start with DC cancels Wonder Woman 3.
Oh.
Yeah. According to The Wrap, writer and director Patty Jenkins walked off the project after her ideas for the film were met with skepticism. An insider has claimed that Jenkins let Warner Brothers co-CEO Michael DeLuca know that they were wrong, that they didn't understand her, didn't understand the character, didn't understand character arcs, and didn't understand what Jenkins was trying to do. It apparently all came to a head when Jenkins sent an email to DeLuca that ended with the link to the Wikipedia definition of what a character arc is. So she is pissed. She didn't even want to hear from James Gunn as well. I guess this has nothing to do with James Gunn, but she didn't want to hear from him. But the original guys that were working on it didn't like what was going on with the script, and they canned it.
So the director walked out?
The director has walked off the project.
That's crazy.
Was pissed.
I don't know, man. What did you think of the last two movies? So
the first one was good.
Yeah.
So the issue is, I think, with the second one, they gave her full creative control in the second one, and you watch it?
I did. I liked the second one more than I liked the first one.
Okay, the second one was awful. What's wrong with you?
I liked it, man. I like Kristen Wiig.
I love Kristen Wiig. She was not good in that. I love Pedro Pascal. Terrible in it. The script was terrible. It was a bad movie, dude. I'm surprised you liked it. If more people liked it.
You know what, man? I for a DC movie, I dropped my expectations a lot for DC movies. My kid likes Wonder Woman a lot, and I like being able to watch a movie with her. So I mean, I can't compare it to anything Marvel has done. You know what I mean? Like even like their shows are better than Wonder Woman. but it was fine. I liked it better than the first one. The first one I thought was more boring.
Wow. Well, you're in the minority here because most people like the first one. I like the first one. The ending's all right, but it was good up into the ending. But the second one is just so bad, and I don't think they wanted a repeat of the second one. You're one of the few people that liked it, which is good for. But yeah, she's obviously offended about how they didn't like her script, and she walked out. I know she's kind of high on herself. She did The Hurt Locker, I believe, which is one of my favorite movies, but that last one, when they gave her full control, was not good. All right. Well,
well, I guess it's not that big of a loss for me, man. So they're not talking. You haven't heard anything about switching directors or anything?
So, not yet, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and it might be the end of the Snyderverse, which means recasting, rebooting everything. So, which leads us next to the next topic we have here, which I think you might be bummed about. Let's see. On the latest edition of the Hot Mic with Jeff Snyder and John Roca, Jeff Snyder reported that the new DC bosses, James Gunn and Peter Safran, killed a solo Batman movie that would have starred Michael Keaton. The project apparently was being written by Christina Hodson, who wrote DC films as Birds of Prey, the upcoming Flash film, and the canceled Batgirl. Another report confirmed that it was going to be a Batman Beyond adaptation.
Oh, that would have been sick, dude.
That would have been. Everybody wants this. This is what we want.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond, and this is getting canceled.
Yeah.
I don't. That is.
Well, hopefully they're taking their time on it. I think that's the thing. DC,
He's
they jumped the gun.
70+ years old. He can't take much more time in this. He could pass away tomorrow. Michael Keaton's old.
No, I see what you're saying with Keaton's part, but I mean, like, he's not going to be a Batman Beyond, right? It would be that guy, Terry.
Old Bruce is a big part of Batman Beyond. He's perfect for the old Bruce.
Yeah, but he didn't have to like do anything physical. He could be an old man. Just he was like in a wheelchair, right?
He could catch a cold and be gone tomorrow, bro. He's 70. They need to get this done now.
I guess you're right, but don't we have like 70-year-olds like running our country?
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're in shambles. We shouldn't have somebody else.
Movie, man.
We need young guys running the country, first of all, but that's a whole different topic. Not going to even touch that. But even in the cartoon, like, because DC makes good cartoons, like, he gets physical sometimes as an old man. Sometimes he doesn't.
That's true. Physical. That's true.
And he's still mobile right now. So he just did the Vulture. Like, he's still mobile right now. He just did the fucking Vulture. Like, I love James Gunn. I don't like, if supposedly this is true, I don't like it. This should not be getting canceled right now. This is what should be being pushed through.
No, it's gonna get. I think they're gonna take their time, man. Marvel took their time with their stuff. I think a Batman Beyond movie would be great for DC, man. It would be great.
Well, what's good about it is, like, since it takes place in the future, it doesn't have to connect to any universe.
Right, exactly.
Now's the time to do it because he's not getting any younger. We're gonna get an old Indiana Jones soon, like, and he looks terrible. He looks too old. Like, let's get it done now. We want Michael Keaton. I don't want anybody else with Michael Keaton. It's not gonna be as cool.
Yeah.
He already lost Batgirl. Who knows how much it's gonna be in the Flash? I don't know.
Yeah.
Disappointing to hear for sure.
Yeah, DC has bad luck, man.
Well, hopefully James Gunn's fix it, but let's get to the next point here that we're seeing with DC. Even Man of Steel 2 is in jeopardy, which I don't even like Man of Steel, but Black Adam underperformed, and supposedly the DC's kind of tired of Dwayne overhyping Superman. There's some people are saying he might even get cut. The Superman might even get cut from the new Flash movie. So even his movie's in jeopardy right now.
Damn.
So it looks like he might just be killing the whole Snyderverse at this point. Did you like the first Man of Steel?
I didn't. I hated it.
yeah, I hated it too.
yeah, it was horrible. But I mean, I still root for the underdog. You know what I mean? They keep messing up. I haven't seen Black Adam, but like Shazam was a really cool movie.
I love Shazam. It was fun.
Yeah, that was one of a good DC movie for them.
And that's the thing. Like, Black Adam is supposed to be him and Shazam are supposed to be like rivals and shit like that, and they're not even going to do that. He wants to jump straight to Superman.
Yeah, I thought they were going to tie into to Shazam.
And because of all of this, on Twitter, hashtag Fire James Gunn is trending.
Again.
So this is clearly Snyder fans. It's not. I don't see everybody. When I look at the comments in Facebook, everybody knows what's going on. This is Snyder fans trying to get rid of James Gunn. It's not going to happen. Snyderverse is not coming back. It's over.
I like that Snyderverse. Is that's a thing, or
that's the thing? No, that's not it. That's the thing. But Cavill just left The Witcher to do Superman, so he's got to make at least one damn movie if he left The Witcher, because then he has nothing. He's got to make one Superman movie, but I don't know. It's not looking good for DC right now, and James Gunn might cut the axe. James Gunn did say some are true, some are half true, and some are not true at all. He's not going to confirm anything, but these insiders, they're pretty top notch, so they're in shambles.
Yeah, it's been that way, man.
All right, since you're more a Marvel guy, I was going to save this for next week, but
oh, thanks.
let's talk about it. Marvel is reevaluating Phase 5 and 6 after Phase 4 criticism, quality over quantity. So basically, ever since Endgame, a lot of people have been complaining about the quality of the movies, and particularly, I think it's more of the TV shows. But obviously, because of the pandemic and stuff, things have been scrambled around, and it hasn't been as good. Now they're gonna the first phases they did a great job, but they were obviously hyper focused on like how we want to do this. Now it seems a little mixed up and messy. So what do you
Yeah.
think about the phases that passed and what's going on?
Yeah, they were incredible, man. And I can see, man, they hit their peak, with the Endgame, and then so of course they're gonna have to like decline a little bit, but hey, man, they're not falling behind like DC though.
Okay,
Their shows are still entertaining, like Thor. I like what you guys had to say on the last episode, not the last episode. I think it was like a few episodes back where you guys were talking about Thor: Love and Thunder. Like, it wasn't the best Marvel movie, but like it was entertaining. It I love what your sister brought up about how he does the Don Claude Van Damme splits,
Yeah, yeah.
and then how you brought up how it happened in the beginning. So it totally like it worked. They saved the whole movie was great and it was entertaining. It was a perfect side story. Like it wasn't like I don't think it was meant to be a main knock them out of the park blockbuster movie. It was a perfect side story for Thor. I kind of felt bad for him when you guys said he got all that criticism and he started feeling bad about his movie or how silly he was. I think it was perfect. My complaint about the whole movie was just the end, like when those little kids, when Thor gave the little kids all those powers,
Yeah.
and then and the kids were fighting the war. I was like, why didn't the Guardians come back? Like why are you gonna have these little kids, with these weapons? It was like
That's a
the
good
most.
point.
It pissed me off so much, but then I'm like, dude, I'm a 30-year-old man. Like these movies are made for kids. Like that part probably jacked up kids, little kids, like so much, like with their imagination and stuff. I was like, I'm complaining about the part of that part of the movie,
You know
but like
what?
it's not made for me. It's for kids.
I remember, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, a kid walking out of the theater and just talking about Thor. And I was like, man, when we were growing up, Marvel was behind DC and Iron Man,
Yeah.
Thor. It was mostly just Spider-Man, really, for Marvel. X-Men,
Right.
Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and
Yeah.
that's it. So when I saw a kid talking about Thor and Captain America, like that is so fucking cool. And you're right, these movies are only half for us. They're mostly for the kids. And
They should be more for the kids.
they should. I mean, to a degree, you gotta please both sides. You don't want to go full Star Wars where Lucas went just full kids in the prequels. Like,
True.
You want a balance, but you're right. I think they did. For me, I reached the balance. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's 10 times better than the first Thor movie. That's phase one that everybody loves.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta start
the
somewhere.
first one wasn't bad. I'd never seen. The only Marvel movie I haven't seen is. I did. Yeah, the first one was good. I'd never seen the second one, dude. Like till this day, that one slipped my radar. I know, but it does look a little boring, man. I know, like, and like things would go on, like in the MCU when I watched the movie. I'm like, wait, what? And I'd be like, oh, I didn't see what is that, Dark World or whatever?
The Dark World, yeah. You don't have to see
it. Yeah, I don't think I will, man. But that's the only one out of like 42 movies that I haven't seen.
You probably should see it at some point, but
I will. I have to, man.
What do you think about the TV shows, though?
The TV shows are entertaining. I think they serve their purpose, man. If they weren't there, I'd probably be pulling my goddamn hair out. You know what I mean? Like they got me through some times, man. They're not like the best, but I mean they're okay, dude. I had problems with She-Hulk, but I think I wasn't their demographic audience, which makes sense. Like I've seen every episode. I think the only one I didn't really get into was that Moon Knight.
It was okay. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think the TV shows need to reach a higher quality to me.
I
enjoyed some of them. I mean, I think Loki was the best one, and some people
Loki
don't
was sick.
like it.
I liked Loki. I liked.
They did something different.
Yeah. And that's what I like about Marvel is that they keep doing things different. They don't kind of keep doing the same. I mean, some of the stuff is cookie cutter, but like they do change it up a lot to where we don't kind of expect what's going on.
Like the Halloween one was pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah, that one was super cool. I liked like WandaVision was sick. What else did they do?
See, I hated WandaVision. That was awful. I'm sorry.
I like
That was
how they did the shows. Like they jumped through different types of shows that we've had throughout our human history. You know, that was
it would
cool.
have been cool, but I actually watched those shows, and those shows were actually funny, and then WandaVision was not entertaining at all. I was like, oh my god, get to it already! Like Jesus, hurry up.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell they were. Yeah, where they were taking it for a while. So that's true.
And then it was like a big fu when they got to Evan Peters and the Quicksilver thing. It was like a big fu. It was so dumb. I don't know.
Kind of. Did you see the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special that just dropped?
Yeah, it was all right. It was cheesy.
Oh,
It's
dude,
supposed
I
to be.
loved it.
I mean, it's supposed to be cheesy. There's no
I've seen
such
it
thing
like
as
5 times, dude. I love the little Christmas song that they did. Like that was just I loved how Groot looks now. You know, like he just looks like this stocky like teenager kid.
Yeah, all right. They need to step it up on the TV side, I would think. But the
Yeah, they
movies,
do.
it's not fair to when you reach Endgame, you're ending the whole freaking like chapter. Like you got to start from scratch again.
Yeah.
They could do a better job because they used to be like in sync. Even like the new Black Panther, which was great, it didn't even have an after credit because they're just like all over the place. They don't even know what's next. So
Yeah.
they just need to get the structure better, which they're going to start doing apparently. So that's good. I could
Yeah.
use a little less.
The I haven't been as disappointed as I thought I was gonna be. Like when Endgame happened, I was just like oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna be into Marvel anymore. Like none of this stuff, like it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't. It's not gonna relate to me at all anymore. You know, because I'm, I'm the OG. You know, these are gonna be for the kids. But like, I can see kind of them setting up, the for the young Avengers. You know, they got like Thor's daughter now, like. Yeah, and then with the actually, I don't want to do any with spoilers for Wakanda Forever, but it's just I could totally see them setting up for the Young Avengers.
I mean,
And
yeah,
that's gonna be cool.
Either that or Dark Avengers, but yeah, they've been setting it up. So have you seen Wednesday?
I've seen like first 3 episodes.
You couldn't get it, you didn't finish it. You couldn't get that into it.
I don't know if I want to, man. Like it just like I said, man. I'm an OG. I'm an old head dude. I don't really I can't gravitate to just how it's. I know it's dark and like monotone and stuff, but like they had like humor, and I just don't see the humor. Like even like the old show and the movies, they're the part where like somebody tells like Gomez Adams or Matricia is talking to somebody and then she introduces Gomez and she's like, oh, what a lady killer, and he's acquitted.
Isn't he a lady killer?
Acquitted.
Yeah.
Those little things are missing, and without the humor, it just kind of just I don't want to watch.
Humor. You don't find it funny? It's humor.
I guess so. I don't know. It's just not appealing to me. But I'm also an old man, dude. Like it's a story about a little girl.
Little girl.
I get why it's not appealing.
Well, it's one of the top rated number one Netflix shows right now, but
yeah, I know. I just don't like
Right,
following
that
the
is,
crowd either, dude. Like when that tiger that Tiger King was out. I just don't. I don't watch.
you want to be contrarian. Okay, all right. Well,
Not really,
anyways.
like...
Well, I wanted to talk about so there's a Wednesday fake racist controversy going on right now on Twitter.
Oh, cool. Let's hear that. That's what's up.
On Twitter. So I don't know if you remember, there's a couple black characters in there. One of them is her rival Bianca. She has a shaved head, and then there's the son of the mayor, and they're saying, "Oh, why are all the black people bad guys?" So if you watch the series, Bianca becomes her friend. And then the son of the mayor, he starts off like a dick, but he actually redeems himself. So they're not all playing bad guys. The whole point of the show is everybody looks suspicious, and everybody could be the murderer. Everybody looks bad. Not everybody gets redeemed. This is a fake controversy. Basically, it's always Twitter. There's a couple of people on Twitter, and then the show is so popular. You need clickbait. You need a story. So they run with this. I've read a bunch of comments. Even black people are saying, "Did you watch the show?" not
Yeah.
racist. It's just annoying because it's all for clickbait.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They just got to get us all wild up, man.
Which led to the other clickbait article. Well, maybe this one probably a little bit. People are upset. Maybe she had you see the dance scene? I think it happens in episode 3.
No, I haven't seen the dancing, but I've seen like
Bro,
the
come
memes
on! Oh my
and
god, dude!
yeah,
You're
man.
fired. You're fired. Give me. Give me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know, dude. It was just my first day on the job. I'll do better. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
anyways, she admitted to having COVID in that scene, so she didn't know she
So
had
did
it.
she?
So
Oh,
so she filmed the scene, but she was waiting on the tests. So they were filming while she was waiting. Once they found out, they put her in lockdown and all that. But because some people are still very wary about that.
oh, wow.
The cast didn't care. Most people at this point, you either got the shot or you didn't. So most people don't care. But there's enough people that brought it up on Twitter. So you need to
Did she
clickbait.
give? Did she give anybody COVID?
I don't know. Nobody said they got COVID from her yet. So that'll be worse.
Oh,
If that
okay.
comes out, then that's gonna come. That's gonna be the next story.
Yeah, yeah. I hope it does.
But basically, because the
Oh,
show is so popular, they gotta find anything. So good stuff to bad stuff just to talk about the show to get the clicks. But
exactly.
I've noticed, I've looked and looked, and it's only a minority of people on Twitter. But if you get enough, then you can write about it and get the clicks. So
Right.
I just wanted to talk
Yeah,
about
but
it.
I mean, seems like a good show. My family likes it. Like my sister, her family liked it. They saw it, and I mean, I'm down for Wednesday. I'm down for old school stuff. Tim Burton and all that.
And even the original Wednesday is in the show.
Yeah, and I didn't know that until I saw your show.
Oh, come on, bro.
I swear, dude.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
like, no way.
Jesus. All right, let's go next topic. Final story. Jackie Chan confirms they're in talks to film Rush Hour 4. Brett Ratner,
Noise.
Brett Ratner would not be involved despite him claiming he would be. Brett Ratner is the original director of all 3.
Oh no way! He did all 3, huh?
He got me too, though, so they don't want him involved.
Ah.
Yeah. But Jackie Chan confirms they're in talks, so, and usually when they go into talks with, I remember when they did when the talks for part 3 and part 3 came out, so it's probably going to happen. They just gotta find
Cool.
a director.
That is what's up. Yeah, I loved the Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker franchise, man. I'm sad that there's only 3 right now, so that's cool.
I rewatched part 3 on Netflix, and it's better than I remember. Because I remember not really liking it as much. It's not bad at
Yeah,
all.
I remember me liking it just for the nostalgia, but I should probably give it another chance. Part 2 and part 1 are incredible.
Part 1 and part 2 is probably the best one. But
Yeah, part 2 might be yeah, I don't know, man. They're both really good.
rewatch part 3. It's better than I remember. It was funny,
I
especially now
definitely
it
will.
feels fresh now, which is a perfect time for a new one since you haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. You talked about Tom Segura on the show before. He came out with a book, and have you heard about it?
No.
Yeah, so he comes out with a book, and it's really cool. He has this little segment in his book where he talks about like people he met on a plane, and he said, he runs into Chris Tucker on a plane, and he was like, yeah, me and Jackie Chan, are talking about a movie, and they're talking about doing part 2 or whatever, You know what? Let me just take this part out of the episode. Sorry.
No, I remember him talking about that. Do you remember what was the point of the story?
Yeah, he's talking to Chris Tucker about the movie. Chris Tucker asks him, what should what do you think we should? He asked him if he thinks he should do the movie, but he didn't know Tom Segura was a comedian or anything. He just thought he was just like a regular dude. So he said like he was in China and he ran into to Jackie Chan, and then they talk about the I don't know I can't remember exactly what was going on in that book. Yeah, we just edited that part out.
Renee,
Man.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time would have to be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Really?
Yeah, I love
When
that
did that
movie.
come out? What year did that come out? Like 03 or something?
Yeah, I think it came out 03. I want to say 01, but yeah, like 02 or 03.
Why is that your favorite movie?
What about it?
2004. I was close. Why is that your favorite movie?
I just love how it it's cool, but it goes through, it's about the mind, and what the mind is capable of a lot of things, man, and I just love their take on like memories and the brain and being asleep and dreams, and it's just a really, and then the editing in there was really really cool. Like it was made like on a cheap budget, but the little effects that they had just make it look so cool.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, I love it.
I like it a little less each time I see it, though. I don't know why.
Really, I've seen it like 100 times, but yeah, I and then like I don't necessarily like Jim Carrey. Like I like him, but like for it to be my favorite movie, I think it's kind of surprising because it's starring Jim Carrey. But Kate Winslet, oh, she's so pretty in that.
Not a fan of her.
What's your favorite movie of all time, Joshua?
Favorite of all time, favorite book of all time, Jurassic Park. Best
favorite
book,
movie
best
and
movie.
book?
10 years old, seen that movie. Best favorite book, favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, that first movie go hard, dude.
I remember when I was young, my uncle picked me up. He was taking me to Orange County, where he lives. And he's like, "Oh, what's your favorite movie?" And I was like, "Jurassic Park." He's like, "Well, what's your favorite book?" "Jurassic Park." He's like, "Who's your favorite writer?" And I was like, "Don't say Jurassic Park." Like, well, it's Michael Crichton who wrote Jurassic Park.
That's funny,
Still my
dude.
favorite
No,
movie
I still
to this day.
I quote that movie like all the time. So like clever girl,
Yeah, clever girl.
or when he's like, hold on to your butts, and I love how you put that in a promo for Emcee Square. That's right.
Hold on to your butts.
You
You have a movie to recommend today, or you want to recommend Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yeah, man. Let me recommend Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's it's indie, isn't it?
Is it an indie film? I don't think so. You have Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. That was an indie film. That's my favorite writer, though, Charlie Kaufman. I don't know. Have you seen his other movies, Charlie Kaufman?
He does a lot of those little kind of special effects things, doesn't he?
No, he does a lot of trippy stuff with his writing. In fact, you should watch Adaptation. That's one of my favorite movies. That's my favorite Charlie Kaufman movie, Adaptation.
Yeah, Monica likes that one a lot.
Oh, so you've seen it?
I haven't seen it, but she told me I should check it out, and I don't know, maybe I didn't see
it's
it.
the same writer.
I should. Yeah, I know. I totally should. I don't know if it was out of jealousy or what.
It's I believe it's Nicholas. Was it Nicholas Cage in the starring role? I think it's Nicholas Cage, and how
really?
You can get. It was 2 years prior. Yes, Nicholas Cage, right? Charlie Kaufman. Yep, Nicholas Cage.
Check it out.
And then it's a trippy movie, and he plays a twin, and so he's playing both roles, and he does it really well. Yeah, you should watch it. You should absolutely watch it.
Adaptation. You got it.
It's a great movie. I guess I'll recommend Adaptation, and on the side, I'm going to recommend. It's probably one of the worst movies ever, but I used to watch it as a kid. I don't remember any of it. I'm pretty sure it's awful. Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, wow.
You should watch it with your daughter. See if she likes it. Garbage Pail Kids.
I don't know, man. I used to have the cards, the collector's cards when we were growing up.
Yeah, I was at a pizza joint. They had like the Cabbage Patch Kids, and they made me think about the Garbage Pail Kids.
Crazy. So that was a movie, huh?
You never seen it?
No, I didn't know it was a movie, dude. I just remember seeing the card.
1987. I haven't seen it since. I haven't seen that movie since. I was watching some clips. It looks awful.
I used to like Born in East LA a lot growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And then I tried watching it not too long ago, like a few years back, and I remember like, oh man, it's not as good as I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Wow, that sucks.
Same thing with the Pest, man. I used to love the Pest, and saw that movie again not too long ago, and I was like, oh man, it's not
You
as
know what?
good
I think you got to be in the mood for the Pest because the first time I saw it, I hated that movie, and then my friends Bobby kept showing it, and then you know what? I fell in love with the movie, but at first I hated it.
That one is so funny, dude. I mean, I don't know.
But
I don't know if I
the
could watch it
shower
again.
scene, I uploaded that
He
shower
goes
scene on
off.
TikTok.
Yeah. He goes hard on those rhymes, man.
That's still funny. The shower scene's still funny. I don't know about the rest of the movie, but the shower scene's still really funny.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a great movie.
All right, this has been a special episode. Renee, Emcee Square, subscribe.
Thanks for having me, man. I love the show, dude.
His music videos are on this channel. You can find his music on Spotify, Apple Store, wherever, YouTube.
So
That's it.
long.
There you go. Yeah, sing us out. Sing us out.
So long. So long.
All right, Renee.
Later, bro.
Bye. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.